What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel, and today we're gonna go over some of the things you might want to do before your first track day. First track day can be super intimidating, especially it's your first time. You don't really know anybody, you don't know what to expect. You think everybody's gonna be so much better than you. So I'm gonna teach you what to do on your first track day, how to be prepared, and what to expect, and how to make sure you have a successful first day at the track. All right, so I'm in my car because it is 100 degrees outside in the Bay Area, and I'm trying to avoid the heat. Inside my house is hot, AC's loud and running, so I thought I would hop in the car and film this video. So let's get into it. So first things first, be prepared. I made a video on how to prepare for your first drift event, things that you should bring to your first drift event or track day. So I'll go ahead and put that in the link somewhere around here, down there, wherever it is. And yeah, so I'm just gonna briefly go over it. You're gonna need some tools, you're gonna need some water, you're gonna need to learn the tech rules, and then your gear. So your helmet or your neck brace or whatever the track requirements are. So make sure you go through that first and make sure that your car is ready. And that's kind of the first step to make sure that you're ready for the track day. All right, so one thing that I did not do on my first day I was ever drifting, or first time I was ever drifting, was to get to the track early. And this is gonna sound like a really embarrassing story. So on my first day, on the track day, I woke up at 5 a.m, went to go start my car. I had a Miata and I was gonna load it on the trailer. The battery was dead, and so I went to go jump the battery, and on the Miata both of the cables are black and it's in the trunk in the corner, so I couldn't really see and I wasn't paying attention. I was tired and I jumped it backwards, and so I killed the main fuse for the ECU and the engine, and so I had to wait till 8 a.m. to go pick up a new fuse and a new battery and swap it in. And by the time I got to the track, it was 11:30, so I was 2 hours late. And got my car teched and then went straight in grid. Didn't know the layout at all, and I just went for it, and I just made up my own line and didn't know what to do, spinning out multiple times. And you can tell the track officials were getting a little bit upset. So my advice is to get there early, because when you go to the track early, you're going to have a driver's meeting. The driver's meeting is going to tell you the rules of the track, what to expect, how many times you can spin out if they're doing that, how many people you can tandem, if you can tandem. Some places allow tandem without cages, sometimes they do. The cadence of who's going to go, what line you need to stand in, is it A, B group, or is it 2 lines tandem or single. So go through all that. So that's what you're going to learn at the driver's meeting. And you're going to probably do a parade lap. So usually right at the very first, when the track opens, the track officials will guide everybody, and they'll drive around the lap a couple times to show everybody the apexes and the layout of the course. So you make sure you do that, because if you don't know the course and you just go for it, you're just gonna look like an idiot. And you want to have fun, and you want to follow the lines. So all right, so now you're ready to go. You know the track, you kind of know the rules of the track. Once you get on track, the first thing you're gonna want to do is to take it one corner at a time. For me, I went in thinking I was the greatest driver, that I watched so much YouTube videos, that I know the concept of drifting. I watched all the how-to videos, so I'm like, this is gonna be easy. Gunned it, tried to link the whole course. It was so sloppy, not even taking the right line. I was just drifting left and right, spinning out, and I was just getting irritated with myself. I was like, wow, am I really just that bad? But I think my mind was just so scattered, just trying to link the whole course. But in reality, you just need to go one corner at a time. First, drift the first corner. Once you kind of nail that down, figure out how you're going to connect that. And then once you do that throughout the day, you're going to progress a lot faster. Instead of focusing on so many different parts of the course, you really just want to focus on the first, second, and maybe third. It's your first time, so you may not even get the first corner down properly, but at least you kind of remember how it felt when you're going to that corner. You're gonna remember the speed, you're gonna remember the angle, how much, all that. But if you're trying so many different corners, you're gonna forget your technique. So one at a time, and then start connecting it as you get better at each corner. All right, so you may or may not go with some friends, and if you are, that's great. If you have someone experienced, ask them for a ride along so you can see how they approach the corner, what speed, which technique are they using to initiate the drift. And if you don't have friends, don't be afraid to ask someone. You see someone, you know, with a similar car, similar speed, possibly, you know, doesn't have anybody riding along with them, just like hey, do you mind if I can get a ride along? It's my first time. 95% of people will say, yeah, sure, hop in. I mean, whenever people ask me, I've let them. And so it's probably the best way to learn how to drive. You probably don't want to go into a fully built track car with like maybe 500 horsepower, because that driving is a little bit different from driving a stock car. If you have a stock car, the technique is a little bit different. You got to be a little more aggressive. Not a little more aggressive, but you just got to be, you know, a little more technique when your footwork and your steering wheel. So really recommend asking some people for a ride along. I know sometimes the track officials are driving too, and they will always say yes. They're usually pretty nice. My first drift event with Outlaw, and they were really adamant about helping people. If you're on their Facebook page, you really want to help people get into drifting and learn. So they're really beginner friendly. So really recommend getting a ride along. And if you have some friends, or if you meet some friends on the internet, if you're in a Facebook group, and just let them know like, hey, I am a new driver. I am looking for some ride-alongs to see the lines. And most people will come and say, hey, you can ride with me, you know. But once you get a track, just don't be shy. Make some friends, and that's how drifting gets more fun, when you just make some friends. So, all right, and last is just have fun. You're there for have fun. Don't get stressed out because you're doing really bad. Everybody is bad the first time they drift. And it's frustrating, but you'll get it down. I mean, I was super frustrated my first time. I thought I was just horrible and would never be able to get it. I thought my life dream was crushed, but you'll get there eventually. I'm still learning. I haven't even been drifting for over a year yet. So take your time, have some fun. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. We're gonna be making a lot more content. This i300 is almost built. I'm just gonna start driving it, but with California on fire and Sonoma Raceway, it's close to being burnt. I don't want to drive there yet, so I'm taking my time, relaxing. But I'll be posting videos soon. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.